What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Drementfh, and welcome to Thorium Gaming, and it's time to hop back into the Eternal Empire, our efforts to, unite the world under the forces of order. We've recently taken out some major threats. In the north, the forces of Nurgle are gone, and we don't really have a general up here right now, though we might leave our buddy Static Lore in this general area. But we'll get to that soon, because we are going to want to fight Draika in the Wargrove of Woe. But we're also trying to push up through the mountains, and we've recently taken back a lot of our stuff, and we're going to send Marius Lightdwarf on a little happy trail all the way up into the mountains. And then we'll bring Elspeth all the way around to the west along the mountain's edge and see where we can go from there. Now, we have technically done a small victory already, and we are working pretty well. We've got some Imperial Authority going. It's good. We have most of the Empire under our control, and I'm loving it. Love to get Marienburg under our banner instead of Bretonnia's, but it is what it is. We might eventually have to fight them, which would be sad, but it happens. And most of the other places that have Imperial Authority are in this region here, including Mordheim, which we will have to deal with. But let's focus on what we were doing. We do have these two armies down here that have been raiding on us, and they are becoming kind of a pain.
I am Prince and Emperor.
So let's see who goes further. We'll get Boris Todbringer here with his army, and then we'll bring Franz in to support him. And these guys are going to go after the dwarven armies, and then we're going to push against the undead pretty quick here.
Yes,
and we might as well level up. Grimaldus. Yes, it is our buddy Grimaldus who is in here. We don't really need the spread control right now. We can get Guardian, though, which will be a big deal for him later on. So we'll do that. Okay, they're all set. And we do have Lebs up in the mountains here, where we can start going towards that post. We have a fair bit of income, but not a lot. So I think we're going to pull in, destroy this, pop over, destroy this, and then we'll bring them up and take on the Blackstone post, assuming that, Caron and Leon Kur. Yes, I can remember my people's names. Doesn't go through it first. So let's go to Elspeth first, because she is currently inside of the reclaimed Zufbar. And we'll send her down towards Eschen.
Drive on for the Empire.
Because we've got to take back all of this from the Wargrove of Woe. And we'll get Static Lore and his forces to go take Krugenheim, because we should have the coin for it right now.
I shall begin modifications.
And if we can get that out of the dirt, that'll be good. And that gives us a lot more Imperial Authority and takes us up to Prospering. Replenishment time down for state troops, growth +10 for provinces within the Empire, and control +2. That's the words I'm looking for. We don't have a lot of schematics, so we're not going to have too much to deal with there. And I swear I can English.
What does the Emperor bid?
And our good friend Peter Zintler here, we're going to give him another piece of full plate armor.
Praise Sigma.
And where is the line where they can stop?
In the borderland of life and death, one can lose oneself.
Pick up the pace.
We'll move them in camp stance because we don't want to lose anything. And Lebs, do we have enough coin to get you any more troops? Just some more archers for right now will be fine. We should start taking over a bunch of stuff, and we'll get a lot out, but we'll let the other nations go and see how it plays out.
Perhaps you know why the dead chatter so.
Oh, Eltharion of the High Elves. 3 grand and a trade agreement. It gives them sight over all of our territories, but that 3 grand, yeah, we can use that. Start upgrading Nuln again. Apologize, it was my wife's best friend's birthday yesterday, so we all went out and had a fun little time. Again, happy birthday to Lorette. So I'm a little bit hungover right now, and I'm slugging back some Gatorade to, soothe my aching body. Alright, the Seducers of Slaanesh are gone. Now, we might have to fight over Eelheart, which would suck. But we'll see where we can get these.
Yes, to unite the provinces. to the provinces.
And it looks like Mars has leveled up. Arcane Conduit, yes. And we'll put Boris Toddbringer back into camp stance. We want him to shift that way, so we're gonna put there. Do you have another person that leveled up? Oh yes, Eduardo has leveled up. We don't really need that. Let's get Elusive. That'll be good there.
The Empire.
And we'll go to war with this rando army, and we'll have all of our allies get involved in it. And he's going to retreat, but that's going to put him into a position where he is forced to fight us.
Take up the pace, as is my right by Sigmar's crown.
That'll be a decisive victory. Did we get our garrison in? No, we didn't. Our Razor Standard for armor-piercing damage we should give to the Valiant Knights, so that's good. Magical attacks and spell resistance. Let's give that to our other knights. And we're going to fight this one out, because we are trying to fight it. These are very bad dwarves, all things considered, because they have orcs and goblins in their ranks. That's kind of taboo. The only thing I'm really worried about is the hammerers, because they can hit hard, but these super squigs, ugh. Not too great, and they've got flame cannons. So we're going to sit back and try to bombard their flame cannons into the ground and outshoot them. Which, we don't have a lot that can really outshoot them right now. We do have a lot of greatswords though, and when they charge in it'll be good. And we can possibly use Franz himself to do a lot of damage. Our cannon is going to have to be on par, or on the ball, I should say, for the start of this. The gyrocopter might actually be a pain. Or is that a gyro bomber? Either way, the flyy thing with the whirlies. Wait for it to come in. And he does have some anti-infantry and flaming attack things. His Iron Drakes have to get close, though. So do his miners. Pretty much everything he has is squishy by dwarf standards, except for the hammers. So, not too much of a trouble. Still, we don't want them getting too close, and those miners can start way closer than we want them to. So we're going to use this hill.
Ordnance ready!
And let's set up our front line.
Yes, sir! Sir! Obey! Reichsguard Knights!
And we'll set up you guys right here.
Reichsguard!
Our Hawkland long rifles.
Engineer!
I don't know if you actually have your replenishment yet, so let's just keep you like right there, should be fine. Franz will use you elsewhere. And our Reichsguard Knights will put down on the flank. Let's channel and see if we get anything good from it. Yeah, it helped us out, so we'll let it go.
For the Empire! Are you with me, men of the Empire? For Sigmar! For the Empire! For the Warhammer!
They are gyro bombers, so we'll do as much damage as we can to them up in the air.
No lingering! Quick march! Take the ground!
That super squig is going off to the side.
Take position! Moving faster! Now!
Now you have the purple sun as Xerxes, so we can actually use that to our major advantage.
Carl France! Ulrich's wrath on them! Death comes. Prepare for combat!
Alright, so people should be shooting soon.
The Empire endures!
Our reinforcements are 15 seconds out, and we got some more artillery coming in.
This is my command!
Wow, one of our units of handgunners is getting torn apart by those flame cannons. Alright, so we've got reinforcements in here. We take the skirmish off of our Hawkland? Yes, we did. Our Bright Wizard we can pull up here. Get you in as quickly as we can. We need reinforcements on that front line. I completely forgot about those.
Moving out! For Heldenhammer! No! For Ulto! Ready for war!
And do we have a cooldown on CRCs? No, not yet.
The Empire endures! The winds grow hot! We are Sigmar's heirs! Roar! Missiles at the ready! Yes, sir, quickly! Reichsguard Knights!
Alright. We're doing okay now.
We serve France! Yes, sir, quickly! Ready for war! It will be done! I'll burn them!
I know we got one of our own units in there.
Seething fire! Ready for war! Moving now!
And that should have broken them. Not exactly our best victory to date. Still a decisive victory, and we'll take the casualty replenishment afterwards, and that should clean up everything that we lost, so... My wife just sent me pictures of our kitty cats, and the one does not look pleased at all. But it is what it is. Cute little boys. Alright, so let's take the army replenishment. We did lose a unit, but that's fine.
As is my right by Sigmar's crown. I am Prince and Emperor.
And we'll just advance them a little bit. Now
Summon
for
the
Franz
Elector
himself,
Counts.
we have all of the cool stuff. Let's start getting Franz a little bit more. Love to get him rally, but let's get Scarred Veteran for right now. His wizard buddy. One more point. Ooh, yeah, one more point in Purple Sun, because miscasting doesn't happen that often, so we're fine. Our engineer, can he start giving his bonuses yet? Master Ballistics. Yes, it's Master Ballistics we want. Missile strength for everything in the army. That's definitely good. Now grab Franz a unit of Halberdiers for the ones that he lost. Grab him some Empire Knights because the Reichsland Knights are gone until we recoup them. And we have no artillery. That's okay.
The Empire.
Boris's army.
Raise Sigma.
Upgrade Boris himself, because he'll get an Imperial Griffin here shortly, and that will make him much more deadly.
Yes, my lord.
Last point in Flamestorm for his Bright Wizard.
What?
It would be a hard thing to keep Aelhard against that, because Aelhard's garrison is tiny.
Protector
We're going to get Labs, one more unit of Swordsmen.
Master Engineer.
Now the real question is, where do we want to strike at first? Ooh, we've got a
askance at my side. A shadow
full army for
death.
Ozeg the Slaughter, and then we have another one over here. Think
Just as I designed. 'Tis the
put you
wisest
there.
path.
He's got 2 units of Black Orcs, an Arachnarok Spider. He's got a lot of stuff. Bruckner can get training. Do we have
Elspeth
any
von
Amethyst
Drachen.
units that we can get? No. Do we have state troops? No. Regiments of Renown? I'm tempted. We don't have any cavalry in that army yet, and we do need more Amethyst units in it, but we can get rid of some Ironsides for Amethyst Ironsides at some point. Yeah, we're gonna have to
Join
grab
me,
that.
for the pillars of the world tremble.
And we're gonna have to fight
In the
Azeg.
borderland of
So
life
let's
and death,
leave that
one
until the
can
end of the
lead.
turn. If you go back to your regular stance,
By Sigma's right.
you should be able to hit Grom Peak.
Ulrich's will.
Continue that siege. It's got 13 turns before it's left out.
Working alone is a blessing. I detest being surrounded by enemies.
And Nuln, can we get you anything else that's cool? We can't get you the chapter house for the Black Rose yet. We could get that for a Warrior Priest, because we got one more special thing to do. I think we'll save for the Black Rose, to be honest.
What does the Emperor bid?
Alright, I guess that puts us in the position that we have to go fight
Send
him.
these spirits to Mor's realm.
It's going to be a decisive victory. We let these Wood Elf units come in and help. Should be good. I do want to knock Ozag out of the fight as quickly as we can. Doing so will make our lives innumerably easier, or immensely easier, or however we're supposed to say it. Less orcs around, more gooder. Orc Boar Boy Biggins. I got 2 units of those. It's the Arachnarok Spider that's really going to bother me, but we do have enough artillery that nothing in here should be too much of an issue, and we'll drop a whole bunch of spells on them, deal with Azag as quickly as we can. Might not even have to fight long enough to get the elves involved. Still, might want to set up here, depending on what the sight lines are. Set up over here. There's no clear line of sight through here. It's not like pump wagons. I will leave that on the edge. Alright, everything should be grouped up. 2 doesn't have skirmish on. Take your skirmish off. Take your skirmish off. And it'll be 2 minutes till they get into the fight. we put everything like this. Bruckner out front, and we can use Elspeth as our go-to gal. We can start dropping some major things on her, but Azag's up in the air. That kind of sucked. Maybe shouldn't have done a gamble. Elspeth, if we can get you to pull Azag back out of the forest.
Onwards and Carmine. As Buna fell, I call doom upon them. Into the winds.
Drop another spell on him.
To the skies. My Carmine hungers.
If we do enough damage to Azag, that'd be great.
Shadows at my call. They walk beneath our shadow.
And we got 11 seconds till our elven friends show up.
By forge and firearm. Behold!
That burning skull may not have been exactly well placed. We've already shattered most of the night goblins. Where is that rock lava? Right there. Let's hit Azag with another spell.
Theodore Bruckner. Rise, bane, tastes blood.
Spread your wings.
Alright, let's give ourselves a little bit of credit here. Go on the offensive. Collapse our units in to help fight this center battle. The elves are coming in from the side, which is good.
Spiritor of Shaiish. By the amethyst wind. Into the winds.
Demigryph Knights.
The Dark Lady of Nome.
Alright, the elves are actually getting involved for a change.
All will lose more in time.
And let's make Elspeth damn near immortal for a few minutes while she takes on Azag.
Face the jaws of death.
Alright, Ozag's dead. So let's take our Dragon Lady and deal with the artillery that's causing us problems.
For the twin-tailed comet! Formation, march! Demigryph Knights, taking position!
We're going to run this out a little bit to try and kill off as many of them as we can. See if we can deal with a few of these foes and then really slaughter them. If we can knock out a few of the more annoying units permanently, that'd be great. Alright, that should do it. Didn't lose a single unit, did some massive damage, especially with the Hellstorm rocket battery. Damn. But most of his units should be decimated. I'd really like to go to battle with the Wargrove of Woe, but we need some more artillery in all of our units. So it might be a couple of turns of building up our forces.
Our faith reinvigorated.
And Azag just got pushed back, which isn't what I wanted.
Elspeth von Draken.
Alright. Brasslonged, her leadership aura size going up would be good. The Fate of Bajuna causes strong resistance. That's another anti-infantry one that we'll probably have to grab. We don't need really anything else.
I must study this.
And our Master Engineer can increase mobility some more. Bruckner, let's get you... yeah, Deadly Blade, and you have Reaper. A Demigryph. Ooh, that is neat. He has a Demigryph mount. That's definitely cool. Now, Bruckner has a lot of other things. So do we have a... Now, let's give him a Dragon Helm, make it all cool. He's got Liar's Bane, which is awesome. He doesn't have any ancillaries, though. Is there anything we can give him to help out? Yeah, let's give him an Apprentice Wizard. Camp Follower, just in case he gets hurt. Entertainer. Hedge Wizard. Corruption -3 is always good. And we'll give him a Pit Fighter. Definitely helps. So we got to start looking at our characters and getting them equipment. Let's give him the Shield of Ptolos. I'll give him the Brass Cleaver and then an enchanted item. I'll give him Van Horstman's Speculum. What does Elspeth have right now? Right, we haven't done any of her quests, really. Death's Timekeeper. It's a pretty strong Norse army with 2 units of Hell Cannon, which we don't think could win that easily. Now, what's our trade agreement with the Wargrove of Woe? So it'd be 10 turns before we could really go on to fighting them. The Western provinces, can we do...
believe the slander about me.
We'll take that. Trade agreements, nothing at the moment. And we're not working with the Undead. Now, do we really want to go to peace with them? Let's save one of our cities, and yeah, let's actually do that.
Talk at me in your crude language if you must. I make no promises as to the... All right.
That gives us a bunch there. Bonerattlaz don't want to step down. with 6,900 some odd coin, we can go to Nuln. We should be able to get the More Chapter House. And we have 6 turns until we can upgrade it, so that's good there. Altdorf, though. Altdorf can give us the Colleges of Magic, and I kind of want that. So let's get them upgraded as well. The bigger cities we have, the better off we'll be. And we'll have to use a garden to travel here pretty quick. And we have an upgrade available here. Nothing right now. So I think we're going to let the other nations go and see how it plays out. I don't really want to finish off that orc army. I just want to kind of push them back until we can get our second army to back Elspeth up. And I don't want the episodes to completely devolve into nothing but fights, because we are taking care of our characters now. Alright. So our Boris Todbringer, your Captain Grimaldus can get Killing Blow now, which is great. Nothing on these ones. We are going to want to start leveling up things pretty quick here. I kind of want to go after
I command here.
our frenemies.
Moving off. What? Onwards. Sigmarite Archlector.
We're going to go hard to hit for him to start. Do we have any gear that we can give you? We've given you a bunch. Can we get you a hero or anything up here right now? Not there. Not in Montfort, not in Helmgart. Okay, in Uberstrike, we can get you a Witch Hunter and a Captain. I think we're going to go with a Captain.
Who calls?
We're going to go with Niklaus for this one. Send him up to join up with Leb's units.
Master Engineer.
They call me the Graveyard Rose. I suppose it suits well enough.
They don't have any buildings.
Von Draken.
What is the... Oh yeah, Karak-Kadrin has a fairly large garrison. So what I think we're going to do...
Dark Lady of Nuln.
We're going to set her up in an ambush stance.
Come without warning. Following the footfalls of the dead.
Put her there.
For the Empire.
And Static is going to come charging in to help.
Protector of the weak.
We have 826. It's not enough to get the next level of Ironsides that we need. Oh, I kind of want to do that, because we have lots. Hellblasters are already upgraded twice. Great Cannons are upgraded twice. Snipe and Stalk for mortar units. Yeah, if we set them up in woods after that. Oh, that's really good. Quick load mechanisms. Oh, it's always tough. We need a lot more deaths. Yeah, we gotta save our schematics for right now. Lebs, we're gonna let you just do your thing. And now, where's another capital that we can start upgrading? Fieldorf? It's there. Workbad. Kinda sorta. Talabheim. Kinda sorta. Middenheim. Kinda sorta. The Moot's already upgraded. How's Drakenhof doing? Drakenhof isn't doing bad. And if we put a gunsmith in there, we can get mortars on this flank. Can we put a 3,000 gold is what it takes to get one in Castle Drakenhof. And I think we'll have to do that on our next turn, yeah. So we'll save it for now. We don't want the outpost. Alright, let's let the other nations go, see how it turns out.
Dark clouds gather. A fine day beckons.
We can't quite join that war just yet, Zelina. But we will soon. Oh, Hunts Marshals. Yeah, we'll accept the refugees. Improve cavalry armor. And Marcus Wolfhart, Herwig Van Hal, York Grimm, Clara. All the other cool Nemesis crowns out there again. So we have more legendary lords that are coming up. And with the endurance, or the improved cavalry armor, that will help us. Let's go. A lot of this is really, that gives us plus 10% research. Yeah, we'll go with that for now because we don't have the money.
We need all these if we are to stand against the old
Castle
foe.
Drakenhof, we want to build a Garden of Moor. So that'll take us back and forth. Removes a lot of our travel around the Empire. Now, vampire counts is what I'm looking for. Barrow legions.
The Emperor's mewling entreaties are as insufferable as the cries of a newborn child, and as easily choked off.
Okay, so we are free, I think, unless I miss it, to declare war on the Barrow Legion. But let's get our troops set up to make that assault.
Yes, my lord. I am
So,
France.
Franz,
They will obey.
no, we're just going to keep you in garrison stance. We're going to move you up here.
Sigmar compels us onward.
Same with
for
you,
the
Marius, or
We march.
Thoughtbringer.
Praise be to Sigmar. For Sigmar. I will do anything for Sigmar.
Alright, so that sets that up.
I long for the tranquility of the gardens.
Alright, so let's put Elspeth back in her
Uncovering
regular
the
stance.
arcane.
Go attack Karak-Kadrin. We'll
Their
continue the
end
siege.
is inevitable.
If you want it done right, a land ship would be quicker.
Let that go there.
War calls.
Still saying it's a close victory, so we can wait them out as much as we need. They have no armies nearby, and their garrisons get eaten down pretty heavily. I kind of want to take Karak-Kadrin this turn, though.
A brisk pace. Onwards. There
So
is
that
much
should get
to
us
do.
into this fight. Yes. Alright, this will be the big fight for this week at the very minimum. We'll take it and start getting rid of all of the Bonerattlaz. We do have some Black Orcs, which, not ideal. Yeah, it's not too bad, though. They have Rock Labas, which Elspeth will take care of. And hopefully our artillery will be able to just shatter everything. We'll set it up so that our cannons take down the gun turrets or wherever we are. And then when our reinforcements get in, all of their artillery will add into it. Elspeth is going to have a field day shooting down these orcs. I don't know why you'd ever use Arrow Boys if you have access to Night Goblin archers, but that's just me. I like the insane little underground mushroom fanatics. They're awesome. Especially the Night Goblin fanatics. swinging around a ball and chain that's bigger than them. Alright.
Coalesce! Form up!
Handgunners! Show us the foe!
Alright, so our reinforcements are going to be coming in from like right here. And I think we are just going to straight up charge in best we can along this.
We are Sigmar's heirs! Soldiers of the Empire!
There's a tower there, and a tower there. And this tower, I'm not sure if it'll be able to hit us or not. We'll worry about that in a minute. Put our Drementfh Knights over here.
We are
Hellstorm
Sigmar's
rocket
heirs!
batteries here. So let's line up
Great cannon!
this great cannon in line there.
Your artillery graph!
That's close enough. Alright, Elspeth, we're going to put you up front.
Sighted and ready.
Leave you where you are.
Champion
Bruckner,
of the Countess.
put you there. Let's start this off properly. Let's destroy that. Destroy that. That tower's not in range to hit us. Everything else can fire off. And we'll advance to get our gunners in range.
Theodore Bruckner.
Before me I see a host of souls for the taking. But first, we must break their bodies and set their spirits free.
Drop that on the orc
By the
biggins.
amethyst wind. Doom take thee.
We're just gonna speed it up. Hopefully Elspeth doesn't take too much damage. Once those towers are down,
Master craftsman.
alright, 10 seconds till our reinforcements get in here.
Great cannon. Ordnance ready.
Move our cannons up to a better firing position. Static, let's get you in range of these guys. And your hero can run up there. Let's get your land ship on its way. Our Drementfh Knights and your cavalry can form a group. Your archers are going to form a group. And we're going to get you up front. Your infantry will form a group up front. Your gunners will form a group and get in range here.
Elspeth von Draken. As Buna fell, I call doom upon them. Shadows at my call.
That is a creepy noise made by that spell.
Great cannon!
Ordnance ready!
Great cannon! Fire!
Go!
Mage of Death.
Alright, the doors are open. But I don't want to charge in just yet. See how much damage we can do to these guys before that.
Standing by! Drementfh Knights!
There's a gatehouse over here. They're keeping some orc boys in reserve. Let's send our cavalry around to have a little bit of fun.
The Empire endures! Our weapons are yours!
Since we are trying to get more kills with the Amethyst units, we need that to level up. Sap a bit more of their strength. There's actually a gatehouse back here that we can get all of our cavalry to go after. Those are all the regular knights. Where's the demigryphs? Beautiful. And Bruckner is on his own.
Headsman!
Spiritor of Shaiish.
That is a nice large clump of enemies. We'll just drop a spell right on top of them. Alright. 8 is our expendable infantry. Charge them through. And let's send Bruckner and the captain in as well.
Take them! Crossbowmen! Take position! Spearmen! For the Warhammer! Just another killer!
Right! Doom take thee!
Champion of the counter! My strength for the Empire!
Wizardess of Nuln.
This gate can't hold too long. Then these orc biggins are going to have a bad day.
Handgunners! Climbing the wall, sir! Quick march!
And let's just get all of our
Weapons!
shooty guys up onto the wall.
Tightened headsman!
Oh, his helmet's actually gone down now that he's, or his visor's gone down now that he's got his mount. I think we'll just speed it up. Try and get maybe one more turn in for this week before anything else happens. See if we can knock out a few more of these. And that'll do it. Karak-Kadrin is now ours. We lost a few troops, but not too many. Never really engaged that rock lava, but it was probably what was killing most of our guys. Wow. Almost 300 for Elspeth and 187 on the Hellstorm rocket battery. I'm more and more and more impressed with the Hellstorms as we go along. I liked them when I was playing the Empire just casually, but they are really, 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 really good. Alright, so that's another 192 schematics, and we will occupy Karak-Kadrin.
There may be truths to uncover. Elspeth von Draken.
And really, there's nothing else here that needs to be done too much. 4 rows on the bottom, which is fine. And then 2. So we got 3, we got 5. We got 5 slots left. We can actually just build this up as a reinforcement point. Let's go with a training field to start off with.
Wielder of the pale side.
And we could get a strong recruit here.
What do you require?
And we will call this one Emmy. You're a good friend. Replenish troops and safeguard. Now, Elspeth has 19, and we can swap out things later on, and Static Lore has 19. He's got a captain. And yes, we're going to put her, Emmy, into Elspeth's troops. As for Elspeth herself, pretty much got all we want. Let's grab the first rank in Mentor, because she's going to be fighting a lot of the bigger battles, and that lets us do a lot. Let's get restocked for our engineer. And does he get more hit points? He does get Scarred Veteran later on. We need to get him that. Static Lore, your captain, then is Daniel. He already has the best training. So let's get Scarred Veteran so that we don't put him in a bad position. Now for Emmy Schreiber, if we can click on him, her. Because, well, it looks like a guy. It's not. It is our friend Emmy. Give her the Biting Blade. Give her a Luck Stone, which is some physical resistance, which is good. A Potion of Speed doesn't hurt. And that's pretty much it for those. For her ancillaries, well, an Entertainer, more control in the province isn't bad. Campaign Line of Sight is good. More Winds of Magic. We don't need a Hunter, that's fine. Not really going to be ambushing. Campaign Line of Sight, we don't need more of that. But I think that's the only thing we can actually do, so yeah, that'll do. And Eduardo, our Witch Hunter, will get extra powder, because that's an extra ability? Yes. Affects all allies, explosive damage and base explosive damage. So extra powder is definitely good. I kind of want to get engaged with the Blackstone post before anything goes on, and I'd love to come down and fight Bellicor. We'll see how it goes, but yes. We're going to go a little bit longer.
It will be an honor.
At least one more turn. Then Niklaus is headed up to join Leb's army. He may not make it there in time for the siege, but we will see. So we knock out the Blackstone post. Then we're sitting pretty for other things. We might be able to trade it for the Imperial province that's just north of us. Marienburg. That's the word I'm looking for. And if we can get Marienburg back, that's more Imperial authority.
Welcome.
Okay, you've ended your non-aggression pact with us. We'll knock out the Blackstone Post, and then we'll go war with you. Migration, less control, recruitment cost is down, and growth is up. We can handle a couple of turns of that. Drakenhof got us 1,000 gold. Constructor for static lore. Okay. So, France.
I am Prince and Emperor.
We are going to get you.
I see no other option.
To declare war.
We'll stop.
And we are going to just continue the siege.
I will fight with you. The nation calls. Pick up the pace. Sigmarite Archlector.
And that should solve all of those issues.
I've so many ideas and so little time. It is impossible to make men perfect.
2,500. We have over 1,000. Oh, we need 1,500. Amethyst ones are really good. We'll have to wait for another turn. We're making 1571. And we have Marcus Wolfhard, who is a amazing ambusher. We'll pull him out later. Generals, we don't need another general, I don't think. One that's a weapon master. Monster hunter. Perceptive. Nothing that we're really looking at. We have a tough engineer that we could get. I don't want any huntsman general because, again, not really doing that sort of stuff. A couple of tough ones. Bandolier. Oh, he gets a clip to reload him. I think we'll take that. And this will be our good friend Grim. Be a gunsmith.
It is a burden to always be the smartest man in any room.
Just start looking at getting some really cool stuff for him. So we can get Knights of the Blazing Sun. We can get Knights of the Black Rose. So this is anti-infantry, anti-infantry. Let's pin that and compare. Melee defense. So these guys are better at getting stuck in. These guys are better charging. And we can get Reichsguard in there too. Start off with a unit of great swords and Hochland long rifles. We'll grab a cannon and a mortar to start them off, and then later on we'll be doing other stuff.
Scholar.
Now, we have one big army left here to deal with. Before we do anything else, I should probably look at all of the quick deals that we have available. Lorelorn wants a non-aggression
Your
pact
short life
and a
is
trade
as
agreement.
the blinking of an eye to me.
And we'll do that with Lorelorn because we don't want to have to fight two wood elves at once. Avalorn wants a trade agreement, and we will take it. And Corone, we can get a military alliance with them.
How fares I approve.
That's definitely a bonus for us. Now, Avalorn has 11 settlements. Okay, so we're good still. I thought I had seen that they had only 0 settlements left.
The Empire.
Von Draken.
I think we're going to save the rest of our
What do you require? A time to heal.
units there, and we're going to go around and probably take out these couple of Carracks up here, because there's 10 terms before our enemy can actually declare war on us.
Our objective draws us on.
Bringing plans to fruition. In search of answers.
Everything is good there. No siege equipment. Now it says decisive victory. Give the other banner here. This might be a really long episode this week. He's got bats and he's got other things, but no ranged equipment. Mortars and cannons. Well, let's do this one, and that will be where we end it for the week, killing off the undead, or re-deading the undead. Ooh, this is not exactly a cool place to be going through. I don't want our... Wherever our Boris Todbringer reinforcement wave is coming from is where we're going to set up. And the other one is going to get moved and it'll just take longer to get to the field. Or we can just leave it where it is and let it be a rear attack. Because this is Manfred von Karstein and Isabella von Karstein. Oh, yeah. We're dealing with a couple of really hefty vampire lords here. Alright, so we've got Lebs coming in from behind us. Which means that this is where Boris is coming in, and this is where we want to set up. Alright, so let's do what we normally do with our infantry, and our gunners, and our cav. Big thing right now is to get this all set up so we can get rid of this tower.
Sigmar commands! Hand gunners!
Caster of Shaish.
Alright, drop that tower. We'll advance our infantry to a point. I did not move our cavalry over. That was kind of silly. So what we'll do is we'll get you guys to come over here and slaughter in this way. Open up back doors. It did pull half the units off, but that also put you in range of towers. So we'll let that go.
To arms, men!
This way.
Quick march! My forge and firearm!
And when Lebs shows up and when Boris shows up, we should have all that we need.
Hand gunners! At speed! Our orders? Sigmar calls!
So we can charge in here and we can take some of these lower places. That'll work out well for us. Might be able to start taking out some of the other areas too. When we got our cavalry in here, we can send them on a flank run as well.
Wizard ready.
Halberdiers!
Let's advance.
At battle! Go!
Alright, we're still looking pretty decent. Alright, reinforcements are arriving. Alright, let's pause this real quick. We have another section of infantry over here. And some more gunners. And some cav. We're going to group these all up as one giant unit. And we're going to put them, these Hawkland Long Gunners need to get a little bit closer. And our big artillery unit, we're going to bring in here. Advance our engineer up with them. You lot are basically a distraction at this point. You're just over here to observe. Boris, your cavalry are going to come down here. And go through that gate. And Boris, we're going to get your troops up here, so you'll advance to here. This. Alright, well that's all going on. We should have a chance to cast a couple of spells.
Curses of Shaiish.
They don't technically own these towers right now, and it's one set of Black Knights. We don't have anything else there, so Lebs, take your troops and advance towards the wall. Franz, if you'd be so kind to take care of that tower.
Halberdiers! Quick march!
Now we're looking on the doors. Isabella is over there. I do love how cinematic these battles can be.
Victory will be ours!
Just bat swarms. He is on a nightmare, so we can't do that. I'd have to take Franz and our boy over.
Are you ready?
Alright, boys.
Sigma Exultant!
Get up on the walls. We can take these walls and only have to deal with one unit of Graveguard, but you should be able to handle that on your own.
Ready for war! The Empire
Boris and Franz should be able to take on Manfred.
for combat! My rule is absolute! At speed!
Or if we can isolate one unit of Fellbats at a time, just rip them apart.
We serve France! Formation match!
Now we've spread them out a little bit.
Ulrich's wrath on them!
Alright, those fell bats are done. Let's see if we can kill that necromancer. He kind of left himself exposed.
Yes! It will be done! The Helden Hammer! Very well!
If we can knock out their characters, that'll be great.
Eager for battle! Helden Hammer! Ready! Taking that position!
Alright, this is working out pretty well. Manfred von Karstein got involved. Drop your potion.
Kindle flame!
I really wish you could drop those area effect spells on the walls, but I understand why they don't let you.
We are Sigmar's heirs!
Our elite strike force is doing exactly what we were hoping it would, and that's eliminating their characters. Come on, I want to see that red skull and crossbones.
Take the ground!
Get them in the air, and then you guys can go take care of that tower.
To battle! Moving now!
Get back in the air.
Sigmar!
Take care of that. The door is open. Go after those fell wolves.
Halberdiers!
Depart.
And let's toss a nice little flaming skull in there. See if we can get it bounced back.
Seething fire!
Now, where is their last general?
Ready for war!
Isabella von Karstein's over there.
Awaiting command! Moving now! War!
Let these guys run through and just basically tear her face up.
Awaiting orders!
Charge down off the walls. We should be able to deal with the Black Knights and all of this.
Sigmar is with me!
They're not exactly going to win this. Alright, start climbing the walls.
Ready for orders! Our steeds are restless! My subjects call! Ready for war! It will be done!
Isabella is starting to crumble, which is good.
Ivorina, listen! We serve France!
Isabella goes down.
For the Helden Hammer!
That should spell the doom of most of their units.
We are Sigma's heirs! Go! Yes, General! Halberdiers! Formation! March! To battle!
Alright, if we can just pull this together, we win. And it'll be a bit of a longer episode this week,
Awaiting
but
your command! Sigma is with me! Ready to serve! Your orders? Sigma! For Altdorf! Send us out!
alright, it's basically just picking off units one at a time now.
Ready! The Empire endures! The winds glow hot! We are ready!
Do we own these gates yet? Controlled by us.
I hope the battle wizards have a few march!
The gates are ours.
Form a ring of steel! Shields up! Ready for war! Form a ring of steel! We await your orders! Now! For the Emperor!
Alright, we're still looking pretty.
Ready to serve!
Pull those troops back, and we'll send some cavalry through this door if we still own it by the time we get there.
Sigma preserve us! Ulrich's wrath on them!
None of these fights are particularly nasty.
Get them! See to it! Go!
I think we finally broke them. We might have a few stubborn units left. Nope, that's it. That's the end of the Barrow Legion, which will be awesome. We lost 221 brave souls, but for 2554, I think it's a fair trade, especially with putting down Manfred and Isabella and a White King and a Necromancer. Franz did some work, our Amethyst Wizard did some work, this will be good. And maybe we can send Lebs to the east to help us with the Wood Elves that we're going to be picking a fight with shortly. And have another general there. Actually, I think after this, there's nothing for us in the west that we really have to deal with. There's a Skaven down to the south. We got a Pigeon Plucker pendant. Vampire Slayer, killed, done, Hunter, Zealot, shit, Bone Picker, Warhorse. Barrow Legion's gone, and that should be the end of all undead threats. And if I'm looking at it correctly, we got nothing in here that we got to deal with. We can leave the Emperor to deal with Be'lakor, and maybe push off to Albion, which would be a good idea.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Let's get another point in Scarred Veteran, and he gets one more after that, so let's get full plate armor. We want to get his combat prowess up for himself. His Amethyst Wizard, our Richard Bieber, get Earthing and Arcane Conduit, so we get way more energy coming in. We can get increased mobility, and we can get triangulation. That'll help out there, and we can start recruiting some really good artillery units to help him out. Cannons at rank 6 to start. That's definitely not going to hurt us. We have 385. It costs 162, so let's actually get Franz a couple more cannons. And we can ditch the Hammer of Witches. And we can grab a couple of mortars too. That'll give him a much more solid framework.
I live to serve the Emperor.
Lebs, you did very well. We'll get you your Route Marcher and your Scarred Veteran. You don't have any other troops yet. We'll start marching you back, and we're going to get you another unit of swordsmen while we're here. We'll probably upgrade you to better troops as we go. We'll drop him in there. And Boris, you're going to be doing the same thing, heading out this way.
Yes, my lord.
Heroic Killing Blow sounds like a good idea. And
Yes.
for your Bright Wizard, we've already got Flamestorm. We could get the Piercing Bolts, but it's not that great. We'll get it as we go. But let's get Star Student. This is all new to me. And
Now.
for Grimaldus, yeah, we're going to go with Demigryph Knights for him. So let's get Foe Seeker. That'll help him out.
The
And for Eduardo, that's kind of good. Imperial Celebrant we don't really need. Let's get him Survivalist, because making sure they're alive helps. We're going to swap him down for some better cavalry, and we'll probably have Lebs bring up with a bunch of other stuff. Now, the $100 million question is, can we trade Marienburg?
Welcome. How fares the Emperor in these dark
I
times?
want Marienburg, and I would give you the Blackstone Post for it. It's not letting us. What would it take for Marienburg? Doesn't look like they really want to accept. Oops. Not what we want. I guess they aren't going to accept right now. That's okay. We do need the Imperial Authority eventually. But we can turn the Blackstone Post into a resource hub for us right now. Let's actually go with the Shrine of Sigmar in that one, just to be a little bit on the safe side. We didn't get a lot of schematics from that, which is kind of disappointing.
Master Engineer.
And Grim von Altdorf is doing a lot there.
Elspeth von
I
Draken.
think that's going to be it for the week. Now let's just check our other diplomacy real quick before we call it a week. Nothing doing, and we're only at war with Bonerattlaz, which is awesome. But that's going to do it for this week, guys. If you liked the video, please consider hitting that like button. If you'd like to join up with the 232, join me in this or other Let's Plays, just hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss when a new video goes out. And remember, guys, life is a game, so play to win. And until next time, take care.